Doncaster Fear Factory is becoming one of the most exciting Halloween events this year, with a lot of changes coming alongside a new maze also. However, the latest news concerns their previously newest maze from 2023, Diabolus, the Keeper of Secrets, as they have revealed that Diabolus will debut a brand new storyline, with all the details we're going to go through in this video. So before we get started with everything surrounding the brand new storyline for Diabolus, the brand new maze for last year, set to be reintroduced in 2024, make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss another YouTube video. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers and 500,000 views. Let's get there as soon as possible, please. If you are listening on Acast websites such as Apple Podcasts or Spotify, then please go check out the Acast, Spotify and Apple links also in the description down below with our other social media platforms. If you are listening to us on podcast platforms, make sure you give us a follow and check out the YouTube link in the description below the podcast. And for now, ladies and gentlemen, thrill seekers of all ages, here today, Chall Chats, Doncaster Fear Factory. So Doncaster Fear Factory, located in my home city of Doncaster, big up Don here, has got a brilliant lineup so far for this year's Fear Factory. Crimson Harvest, which is a returning scare zone, the brand new story and refurbishment of the Legend of Crockle Hill, known as Crockle Hill the Summoning, the Chasm Containment Breach, which is new changes inside the original Chasm maze, and the Pogo Club with some new enhancements inside. However, that is not all for 2024, as we do have a brand new maze that's set to be the biggest in Fear Factory's history. However, that's not all now coming to the event, as we now are set to see changes inside Diabolus, the Keeper of Secrets, as Diabolus is reintroduced as Diabolus, Witches of Salem. Let's give you a bit of background on Diabolus' history. In 2023, Fear Factory unleashed Diabolus, the Keeper of Secrets, a special one-of-a-kind scare experience that took guests into the sanctuary of a church in Salem, which turned out to be not so safe from Martha. This unique scare experience, my favourite scare maze so far that I've experienced, and I thoroughly enjoyed this terrifying attraction when I had the chance to experience it back on press night in 2023. So before we talk about this brand new story and what it could entail and what changes we could expect to see in Diabolus, let's go through my thoughts on Diabolus, relatively spoiler free. I'm trying not to include any spoilers in this particular news update, but Diabolus, wow, what can I say? I mean, this was an amazing, wonderful maze. It was just unbelievable out of this world. It was a real one-of-a-kind experience that you just had to be there to see it and believe it. For me, I had this real sensory kind of experience. For those of you who don't know, you're plunged into darkness and you're basically kind of just finding your way through. It's very disorientating. I won't tell you how they did it because I want you guys to experience it for yourselves in Doncaster this year. But it is very much find your way through the darkness in some way, shape or form. Let the voices potentially guide you. And, you know, it's such a wonderful experience. And the ending as well. Stay tuned for the ending because it was brilliant. Now, of course, there will be some changes inside for this one. No doubt about it with this new storyline. Some additions here and there. And for me, I'm really looking forward to it. I think that, like I said, Diabolus is already my favourite maze of all time. It's definitely my number one maze at the minute. Obviously, with the changes, you know, what we're going to experience, you know, is this going to be better than Diabolus Keeper of Secrets? You know, have they made the improvements? And we'll soon find out. We'll definitely be soon to find out. But Diabolus as an original maze of the Keeper of Secrets was just my favourite maze of all time. It was the best maze I've done so far in my life. I feel like there was some really cool, unique elements to it. I think walking through the church building and coming out of it, I think was just brilliant. I think using the woodland behind, I think it's the woodland anyway. You don't know, you kind of feel like you're walking through a woodland in pitch black. But yeah, it was a wonderful, wonderful scare experience. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what the changes are and what they could be going into this particular season. Now then, what about the changes? Well, we have Diabolus, Witches of Salem coming in. So, let's go through all the details so far surrounding this brand new storyline. They thrilled us with a brand new tale for Crockle Hill. They've teased us with glimpses of their newest attraction. Before they announce their masterpiece, it's time to unveil another spine-chilling announcement. Get ready to immerse yourself in a world of dark magic and ancient curses. The Witches of Salem are here to haunt your nightmare. Will you dare to uncover their secrets? So then, ladies and gentlemen, thrill seekers of all ages, that is The Witches of Salem, the brand new storyline for Diabolus. Now, first of all, the logo for this brand new change to the maze. I love it. I love the logo for Keeper of Secrets. I love the red and the greyish woodish background with the Witches of Salem involved in it. I think that it's a really wonderful idea. I think it's bright. I think it's colourful. I think it's evil. I think it's incredible. I think the branding for this is just remarkable. I think the way they've teased it, the way they've pushed towards this is absolutely brilliant. The best thing about Diabolus is the type of maze it is. I won't go into too much details because I don't want it to spoil your potential experience, but it is a unique type of maze. Not a lot of other events have done it. Thorpe Park Fright Nights have done one of these mazes before. Alton Towers have done one of these mazes before. And it's just a brilliant type of maze. It really plunges you into disorientation. Those who've experienced Diabolus will know exactly what I'm talking about here. And it's just a wonderful maze overall. And I think that the Witches of Salem storyline, involving more witches, not just Martha and the whole witchcraft storyline, I think that, this addition to the storyline will create an even bigger scare experience. Now, in terms of what I expect to see in terms of potential change in there, I could see some alterations to the story throughout the experience, because obviously this is an extended storyline being brought in, so you'd expect to see some additional storyline features or elements to the story being added. And for me, I think that's really, really important. One thing you need to really note about these kind of stories and the way they kind of push this, one thing to really, really note is when you bring in an extension of the current storyline, you have to add certain elements. Otherwise, the extension just wouldn't make sense. You'll get people coming out there going, you could have just kept it as it is, you wouldn't know the difference. So it's very important to add those storyline details or change the elements of the experience to cope with the extended story details. And I think the extended details on the Witches of Salem being added to the Martha storyline and the backstory of the original Diabolus attraction, I think would provide a really good insight as to what we're expecting to see in terms of different within that experience. I do have in my video file full walkthroughs of the mazes. With Diabolus, we couldn't take anything inside. I mean, with the kind of maze we know it was by then, you could understand why, and people who've experienced this know why. But I'm really excited to see what we can film with Diabolus this year. I think that depending on what we can film with Diabolus, I'm really intrigued to see what we can do. I think that they've done a really good job with the mazes last year. I think that 2023 was a big year. The previous years, they looked fantastic, so there's plenty of opportunity there to really keep improving and keep revitalizing the exceptional theming that's been going on in the event for years. And, Diabolus was so good with the type of maze it was, and, the fact that at least half the time you probably couldn't see everything. I think they did a really good job with the stylization, the concept, the design, and I'm willing to see that really updated now and to really see that just keep going and extend with the extended storyline features. And I'm sure they'll do that. 100% I'm sure they'll do that. Now, Fear Factory as a whole is looking fantastic this year. And for me, I'm really, really intrigued to see what's going to happen overall. Like I said, we've got the Crackle Hill new storyline, the Summoning. We've got this returning Scare Zone and Crimson Harvest. We've got the new details for Diabolus. We've got Pogo Club returning with some enhancements and changes inside to make it even more extreme. You've got, the brand new maze, the new signature maze. I'm really, really excited for that one as well. It's just going to be a brilliant event overall. And for me, I'm just really, really intrigued to see what's going to happen throughout the whole event. The Chasm coming back as well as Containment Breached. I think, again, they could do some really nice changes in there. It's all refreshed, it's all updated, and I'm really, really excited to see what's going to happen here. So, thank you all very, very much for watching and listening to this theme park news update. Make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, and for now, I am the CHALL, ta-ra for now, and that is the end of your theme park experience.